Let's go. One time. I'm ready too. I'm ready. Case that they gave me. What? Here we go. Tunnel bangers. Hey.
I'm dropping on the scene, that bag I get focused on the green. Checks coming in, digging this, I mean, they mad at me, I'm just doing me. I'm self-defend, certified for them dividends. Money stack of them Benjamins, going places to it I never been. So lit, I be a sin in the wind, bring a verse back, no replacing. All y'all haters have a seat, I'm hungry now, it's time to eat. Only known to be, drop the heat, always on my toes, gotta stay on my feet. If you think it's a game or you think it's weed, get your feelings hurt, no turn to cheese. Call me Big Chief, probably you in your reach, got that back, keep coming in, factories, working all only
One time, y'all. You already know what time it is. It's Tunnel Bangers. Hey! Come on. One time, y'all. Welcome to Tunnel Bangers. It's another week, another segment. You know how I tell them. It's about the light at the end of the tunnel. If nobody else don't see the light, you better open up your eyes. I'm telling you, I see the light. For real, it's Ramadan, shout out to all the Muslims in the world, shout out to all the people that's tuned in, everybody that been supporting me, shout out to the OG, EA, also gotta shout out the whole Willpower and Surface. Stop playing. That's a great show. It's real mature, great topics. Yeah, shout out to Khadijah too. You already know. They got a dope show, so make sure y'all tune in. They be on 6 o'clock. Also, before that is my other favorite show, another favorite one of mine's, Over a Drink. With Mike, you know what I'm saying? That's a dope show right there too. Every show, I like all the shows on Glockaway. I gotta keep it real with y'all. They hitting you from different angles with different topics. You can't hate that, shout out to my whole Fleet DJ team worldwide, shout out to all the DJs that's working, that's not playing no games. Look what the world done dragged in. What the world done dragged in? Yeah, oh, you thought I was gonna be here by myself. Hey.
What's up, G's?
Hi. Hey, Miss Fly.
What's going on?
What up, Miss Fly?
What up? I'm just getting up in this joint, I'm chilling, working hard, always working.
Don't work too hard, work smart.
All the time, that's what I'm doing, I learned a grind that's going to just keep making me money even while I'm sleeping, so,
Oh, residual income is what you're talking about.
Business, but I'm doing hiring in about like...
I had to tell you this live on air. You're a little young to be a nanny, so, live your life a little bit.
I have a different lifestyle,
So
and
live your life.
Live your life. And stuff like that, so I still got it going on or whatever, but, I've refocused and regrouped and
realized that you're young and you're not...
and I could go to work like this, you know what I mean, and still make money, or I could be asleep and just get a phone call and be like, all right, make that run, or... so I'm just like, this is what I'm doing. So I got a lot of stuff going on. So anybody needs some cars or something, I got them. So I'm doing a little car. I'm a car salesman. Y'all need some cars.
Saleswoman, okay.
Yeah, I'm a saleswoman or whatever.
You said salesman.
I said a car salesman. A car saleswoman.
Yeah, get that right.
Anyway, so y'all need a car, hit me up. Y'all need a tow, hit me up. I'll get all of the information.
A car, not a lemon.
Yeah, no, not a lemon. We ain't doing lemons or whatever.
A running car.
And if y'all got an old car y'all don't want, you know what I mean? The organization and stuff, they pay up to $1,000. Y'all got an old car, junk car, want it moved, hit me up. They gonna come and move it and pay you for it. Get it out the way. Have them titles ready. So yeah. We all on it, 24 hours.
Yo, I know the artist's gonna be mad at me, but we not playing a bunch of music. It's Ramadan. I'm not playing a bunch of music, so we gonna hit topics. Yeah, I gotta buckle down.
Okay.
I feel blessed. How about you?
I'm feeling the same, G's. I'm feeling
I'm being honest with you.
Highly favored.
I'm tired of all the nonsense and the violence, not just in our city, all over the world. To be honest.
Right.
If everybody notice, I'm always like a quiet, pleasant guy. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
they don't know how much love I got for people.
Right, that part.
So
That
even
part.
when people hate me, I love them only if they knew.
That's all we can do is keep showing how we are. We can't let somebody else depict our character because of what they are and who they are. We gotta be who we are and keep being who we are. That's all we can do. You know, it's all about that. You know, that's the reality of it.
I'm like this.
Understand that.
I still talk to the
salute to you,
ones.
Jeez.
I'll still speak to the ones that don't like me. Cause you know why?
What's that?
Cause one day they're gonna speak back. If they not speaking, they're gonna speak back.
We ain't worried about nobody speaking to us, G's. I walk past people. I'll be walking past some of my own family members and don't even speak to them. So to me, it's like when you lose people or whatever, it's no greater loss that I ever had from my mother. You know what I mean? I lost my mother. So if I can suffer that, it's no greater loss that I'ma ever have than my mother. So losing somebody or not having somebody around in your life and in your circle and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about that, G.
Oh, no, I'm keeping it
life
real with you.
moves
When
on.
I tell you I
Life
feel
goes on,
blessed,
you know what I mean? And so I'm
I
blessed.
feel blessed, meaning
I
that
feel blessed too, G.
like I'm sitting there, a lot of the roadblocks is gone.
Right. And that's the good thing about it because
No, shout out
life
to
is
Sister
about
Talia, too.
Being happy. Yeah,
Shout out to Sister
all the time.
Talia.
Shout her
Yeah.
out. Shout her out.
Shout out
like,
to CEO Biggs.
yeah, shout them out. Shout out to everybody in the building too. Shout out to everybody in the building. You know what I mean? It's been a lot of stuff going on for these last few weeks. We missed a few weeks, guys, or whatever. Y'all tapping in, tuning in, or whatever. You know, we had a little things going on for the last few weeks. And the last week it was just like, cause we thought that storm was coming, and I don't be doing.
Well, I was here.
Jeez, you came here last week.
I told you.
You told me you wasn't coming.
No, I
because
said I might not
no,
be coming.
you told me you wasn't coming because it was going to be snowing and that it was going to be like 2 degrees.
Up here.
But you didn't call me.
I thought you was still coming. My phone was
You
dead.
told me you wasn't coming. So I'm about to slap G's on air.
I just got a Will Smith. Oh no.
Yeah, and I ain't cases. I just got on probation and I'm supposed to stay out of trouble for 2 years, but I always
Miss
got
Fly.
bail money for those that don't know.
I still got a
Fly
fly swatter.
is sweet, but I ain't sweet.
Oh.
Not at all.
I got the fly swatter, but the mic can do.
Swat. I pop back. Thanks. Always got bail. Always got bail.
We do on this show. We do not promote violence. So
We not promoting violence. I'm just keeping it real. We keep it real
I got
around here.
Bam on camera. Ain't this something? Woo! I feel like
I'm
Chris.
just saying, geez, you ain't catching no case. I ain't catching cases. I'm just letting you know.
Ow.
On air, live and direct. Be
Ow.
lucky it wasn't the real Will Smith. Yeah, I mean, it was almost a backhand joint, the back in the day grandmama joint, like, geez, really though, you hit me with the I ain't gonna come because it's gonna be so cold, like, and
They said that, but don't listen to this, y'all. Don't go by the news all the time.
I'm not trying to hear what Jesus. It
Don't
didn't. That
go
sounds
by-
like it ain't even snow like that or nothing. And guess what I did? I got at my house last week. I remodeled. Like
'Cause
I've
you
been
were
remodeling.
busy
I got a
last-
lot of stuff going on in my house right now. Like it's getting all remodeled. They just did my roofing over. Shout out. It's like dope. Like they did like all of that. I'm happy or whatever. Cause I got it done before. And remember it was some stuff going on and shit messed up. Excuse my mouth. But you know what I mean. And couldn't catch the other guys. So we got these other guys to do it. They did it right or whatever. And so now it's like everything is just it's all working. It's
Why
a
you
work in
think I didn't
progress.
bother you?
Wait till I show y'all the pictures of the
Why
befores
you
and
think
the
I
afters. Y'all gonna
didn't
be like, oh my
bother
God.
you?
And guess what? Who did the work?
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Here
Plus
I
on
go.
that.
See, people don't know. I'm a jack of all trades. We talk about this all the time. You know, so I could put in toilets. We done changed the toilets and all of that stuff. Like all kind of stuff. Like what? Call who? Ghostbusters? What? Nah. Call Fly. Fly got it. I do it all. People don't even know I did.
Oh.
Remember I told you I did HVAC for 5 years and plus.
Talk
5
your-
years plus. I
talk
got
your
five.
ish, talk your ish.
5 years plus under my belt. So you got some heating issues, you know, some central air and central heat issues or whatever. Call Fly, hit me up. You know what I mean? I might could save you a few bucks. I'ma still charge you, but I could still probably save you a few bucks. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah. So moving right on along.
This ain't today's.
Hey. Listen, right? I do it all. Y'all know it. I'm just a jack of all trades from the kitchen on out.
So guess
You know
what?
what I'm saying?
So
That's
now
what it is.
now we gotta
Real life woman.
get that money. And guess what? I'm hyped too.
Yeah.
Y'all just
What?
celebrated the Women's Month, you know what I'm saying?
Thank
Women's
you.
History Month.
We did. Shout out to all of the ladies. And all of the ladies that's out here
Shout out to
grinding
the
and
Young
working.
Chances Foundation too.
Yes, shout them out. Yes, definitely. That's a great foundation. Shout them out. You know, he always working. I got some stuff that I'm going to take down there too.
And shout out to Fran for putting me D with it. 100 on that.
Shout them out or whatever. Yeah, that's dope.
Let me do the event.
Listen, you know, it's always good to embrace women or whatever. You know, because we are the beginning of life or whatever, and you know, besides God, you know, but you know, we bear that. And so anyway, mind your business,
You
G's.
said y'all the beginning of life.
Yeah, G's, come on, Mother Nature.
Of
G's,
new life, a new life.
Let me tell you something, G's. We're gonna go into the
New
physics,
life.
and I want y'all to tap in because every human that becomes a first cell in the uterus.
Before
it becomes a male or a female. Excuse me. Before it becomes a male or a
first.
Before it becomes a male or a female.
That's now. We talking about how the world started.
All cells become a female first. That's why men have nipples. I can pull out a whole biology book. Y'all can look it up. Go YouTube it. Go Google it or whatever. Every fetus is a female first. That's why men have nipples. Biology. Listen, I have 3 degrees. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm still shocked on certain stuff.
Scientific
and
facts.
so I'm telling you scientific facts. Just like scientifically, we are all assholes first because when we first are formed, our brain is there. But the first cell the first, excuse me, I didn't mean to say cell. The first organ that forms on us is our asshole to create the bubbles to come out of our body. So go into your biology books and look it up. Tap in. Fly is not a derelict. I could break it down. I could break it down. Sorry, G's. We ain't even gonna go there, G's.
No, I'm telling you, who was a male first?
I don't care about that, G's. You ain't gonna tell me that. You Muslim, we ain't gonna believe all of this stuff because how do y'all know that God is not a woman? How do you know this, G's? We're not gonna know it until we get there. You don't exactly. You don't. Do you know? Do you know, G's?
He's not a physical being.
Do you know exactly? So we don't know if God is male or female.
We
know Mother Nature, Mother Earth, and all of that. We do know this.
That he wasn't
What I do know this is that he is real and Allah is awesome and he is the best blessing that is can ever be out here. And I know one thing.
And high on his throne.
He's definitely the highest. But we talking about biologically down here.
Please don't say the highest. It's reminding me of that Ruthless.
Female first. Sorry, dude.
Ruthless.
But
my God.
But anyway, once we could procreate and do all of that good stuff. That's what happens. I ain't going there with you, G.
No, let's go there. Let's go there.
G, don't make me pull out my phone.
What you think about that?
I'm gonna bring my.
What you think about that Ruthless joint?
I'm gonna do one better for y'all next week. See, I'm going.
We both can't talk at the same time.
I'm going into my old college books, G's, and I'm gonna pull out my biology.
Oh, pull it out. I got actual facts on that.
I don't need to know about your Equifax because I got biological.
I said actual facts that are accurate.
Anyway, G's, moving right along.
Adam and
you know,
was first.
How y'all doing out there?
Was first.
Yeah, so
was
anyway.
First.
Anyway.
In all the books.
Bye, G's.
Am I lying?
Bye, G's.
In all the books.
Moving right on along. So anyway, so we had a lot of stuff going on for these last few weeks.
The lady was born first. Y'all was created from our rib.
G's. Anyway.
Don't talk.
Jeez, I'm not talking. I said once we was procreated.
But
Adam after Adam made it with Eve, what happened?
Right, but we
they
talk
made
about
babies,
you said
right?
the
we
first.
talking about after that, G.
No,
so
no, you took
right
it after that.
No,
you
I said biologically. If God made Adam first, right? Of course, we know that, right? It's supposed to be a male first, right? We talking about biologically. After we procreated and sperm was injected into the womb, and when it was in the womb, that's why males have nipples. They are biologically a female first before they transform and get that X and Y chromosome. We're talking about scientific. We're talking about scientific. That's God. You can't throw magic and scientifics on that.
I didn't say
we ain't going to the first day of time and what God made. And we talking biologically. I said biologically, not religiously, not metaphorically talking about God and none of that. Yeah, I'm talking about G's, come on, G's. Anyway,
all right, we gotta change the subject because you're gonna be angry with me.
I'm not being angry with anybody because I said biologically. I didn't say religiously or God. We know this. I said biologically. So you have to know the difference. There's two different subjects and two different meanings and two different ideologies on the whole thing. So you can't. We talking about.
Well, guess what? We
Realistic.
ain't gonna be arguing about
It's
this.
not an argument. It's a fact.
It's a
truth.
debate.
And it's about two different opinions and two different just perceptions of the situation. And so that's what it is. So moving right on along, it is.
I'll give you a pass today.
We know it ain't a pass today because if it was Adam, then there was Eve or whatever, right? Okay, we not talking about. I said biologically. They don't have nothing to do with religiously in the beginning of time. I said biologically. After a man could put sperm into a woman's uterus and create a baby, that's what happens. That's what happens. Biologically, genetically, scientifically, it's scientific facts. It is what it is, G's. Sorry, G's.
No, leave it alone.
Sorry,
Look.
G's. It is what it is. But anyway,
There goes one of them situations.
I'm
It's chilly outside. Go get your bowl.
Sip on my cup. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, so anyway, moving right along. But yeah, so I just been grinding and working and just like staying on my game, staying like doing what I need to do, handle my business, writing a whole bunch of music. I got a lot of stuff that's like in store.
Okay.
I got a whole lot of stuff in store.
All right. So
you already know.
So that means you got about to get 1,000 texts like come to the studio.
Listen, like I just got a whole bunch of stuff that I'm working on that I'm about to drop. And so it's like that's what that is. And I got a whole bunch of movements and I got a lot of people hollering at me for like a lot of like modeling positions and all kind of stuff. So it kind of feel good. Like the blessings is just no matter what, is they just nonstop and just coming in. And so I'm just accepting them and taking them in gracefully, you know, and just being thankful and appreciative of everybody that like that's like in my corner and on my side. And you know what I mean? I'ma keep grinding and the grind don't stop. The work not gonna stop. The hard work is gonna show off, it's gonna show and tell, and it's just gonna be a proven fact. And so it is what it is. You know, so yeah, you know.
One thing I can prove that's a fact. You are a good person.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
And you're
that.
an excellent artist as well.
Thank you.
One thing I'll tell you this, I'm about to put the pressure on you now. Now you about to get a call every day telling you what's up. Come to the studio. Come to the studio. Come to the studio.
Know. And
Let's
I'm working,
work.
but I'm trying to just keep working. So that's my grind. My grind ain't gonna stop. And so you already know, G's, and I got a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on. I'm about to be traveling. I got like a lot of stuff that's lined up out the city and like just it's just really crazy. So you know a lot of stuff that's going on, G's, but y'all gonna see it in due time. And not that long.
Guess
either.
what? It's spoken in existence already.
Know.
All you got to do is
know.
keep staying humble. You keep getting blessed and keep helping other people too. Don't just stop.
You already
Don't
know
stop
me.
helping.
My heart is like super amazing when it comes to that. Or
Right,
whatever.
like
so,
me. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
That's facts, G's. But that's the gift
You know what I mean?
that
Like,
we have, and the
yeah.
gift,
And I
the
love
best
being
gift,
how
the
I-
best
I won't
gift
change
and
for
blessing
no-
that you can have for people is giving the gift of love. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know,
Compassion.
yeah, like you know what I
Very
mean.
important.
You know what I mean? Even like you said before, like even if people hating or like whatever, it is what it is. Because it's like your love is not gonna stop. And that's not in them whatever it is, or like y'all clash or whatever it is, or whatever the situation is, it's not gonna stop you from getting your blessing. It's not gonna stop you from doing what you're doing, and it's not paying your bills. So certain stuff, if you looking at certain stuff, it's like you gotta keep moving. Like if it's not benefiting you, if it's not motivating you and uplifting you spiritually or whatever, mentally, like physically, like you just gotta keep moving. Like what?
That's what
Trash
I'm telling
that. Like leave stuff that's in the past
grinding,
in the
keep
past.
working.
You know what I mean? Yeah, leave stuff in the past that's in the past. Keep moving. Look for brighter futures. Look for better tomorrows. Like that's all I can say. My future is real bright. Like you know what I mean? Inshallah, Allah give me many more days and a lot more time so I can experience all of this and then glorify it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like you know, like some people felt to put Allah first, like you know what I mean, and they be wondering why they keep stumbling and falling into brick walls and putting blame on other people and doing all of this stuff. You can't do that. Your life is your life, and your story is your story, and all of that stuff is going to be your reality. You have to be the one for the change. If you want to change in life, you got to change things that's in your life to make these changes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you know the restoration is a process. You feel me? So it's like, you know, you gotta keep moving on. You gotta value life and show other people around you that they can value life too. Cause some people don't have that support. They don't have that. You can say something good to somebody and give them some type of uplifting, like, you know, at any given time, and it'd be like, dang, that might have been like what they needed at that time because they're like sad or whatever. Like walk up on somebody and be like, yo, lift your head up, shorty, whatever. Like, you know what I mean, tomorrow gonna be better. Or something like that might just uplifted them and made a difference in their life and changed them. You know what I mean? Because they might not have had that. Like, I do that to people all the time. You know, bums on the street, you so beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hold up, back to
your
Trina.
skin is glowing today. Like, just to make them feel
Hey,
good.
sis, guess what? They not bums.
No,
That's what I call
I
them.
didn't mean to say bum.
No,
I
no,
do
no,
apologize.
listen.
Like a street person.
I just don't want you to
I
block
didn't
your
say
blessings
that,
by
like,
saying
yeah.
the wrong name.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say a bum. Like, I meant to say, like, a homeless person, street person, because, you know, that's usually what I normally say. But anyway, like.
Or a person that just had.
Yeah, like,
bad
we
times.
all had hard times. And it's like,
Real talk.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll feed anybody on the street. I'm not giving them no money.
And
but,
I also picture this right here.
You know what I mean?
That could be any of us.
Yeah, it could. It could be. And it could be any of our family members. I got an uncle that chased Charlies and stuff like that. Like, and I'm not afraid to say it. He used to stalk me in my school in high school. I used to be so embarrassed. But then it was like, I ain't care. I stopped being embarrassed because it's still my family. Like, oh,
Right.
damn, here we go again. But he used to be chasing the Charlies. And like, and I used to go to Overbrook, right? And he would be up there in a
Dang,
long
I went to Brook too.
It was
Wow.
and I be on it. Listen, I was living in West Philly, and I be getting on the 10 trolley. So I would be like trying to switch up on him some days, like, fuck that, like I don't want him to see me. So I would catch the G outside the school so I could get to the train and get off at 40th Street and like go back down the hood. Man, and it was just crazy because he be chasing the joint and like a triple fat goose. Don't laugh. A triple fat goose. I went there, long trench coat. A triple fat goose, long trench coat in the summertime, chasing the trolley, and everybody be like, there go your uncle. I be like, oh, like, why are you killing me? Every day, so I had to change the route. And then I got better because, like, by the time I was done high school, I was driving, so whip on him, so he ain't know I spent out on him, like, no, you ain't gonna keep embarrassing me. And then when I would speak to him, he act like he don't know me. He be like, I don't know you. But whatever, that's that. But yeah, back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Yeah, though.
DJ Pooh Geez. You know what it is, or you still gon' front, girl. Damn, I hate this
Dwight,
shit, you know what
my guy, Gator Reese, let's go.
I did what I did, you the one I want, girl. Now I see shit for what it is, now I want, girl. You know what it is, and you still gon' front, girl. Damn, I hate this shit, you know what I want, girl. I did what I did, you the one I want, girl. Now I see shit for what it is, now I want, girl. Got me up for the late night, thinking about you till the daylight. Reminiscing what your taste like, living one bite like a great white. Girl, I've been missing your box, you know you've been missing me hitting the spots. Kissing for sure, I'm done hitting the spots, but I wanna fuck with you with it or not, baby. Let's kill them, these babies, they shot till we drown, baby. These hoes, they be mad, they can't get in your side, baby. Don't wanna waste more of your time, got me going crazy, losing my mind. I'm on chance, girl, just to make it mine. You know what it is, or you still gon' front, girl. Damn, I hate this shit, you know what I want, girl. I did what I did, you the one I want, girl. Now I see shit for what it is, now I want, girl. You know what it is, and you still gon' front, girl. Damn, I hate this shit, you know what I want, girl. I did what I did, you the one I want, girl. Now I see shit for what it is, now I want, girl. You wanna fuss and fight, I wanna fuck tonight. We can go pop some bottles, little champagne on ice. Baby girl, I do you right, I ain't trying to do you wrong. Why you think I'm in the studio? I put you all in this song. You got me all on my song. Late nights, I'm all on my own. You said that you trust me, house. Let's go through my phone. I got bitches, you got niggas too. Yeah, I cheat, that's what niggas do. Can't fake it when I'm digging you. And I miss your taste, I wanna dig in you. We got a hell of a bond. Had you out there when you grind.
One time.
Top, I just wanna make you mine. Shit, even let you be my mom. Shit, yeah, that pussy be the bomb. Shit, I be ready just to blow up. Man, your phone, I gotta blow up. You acting crazy, girl, but you know what? You know what it is, or you still gon' front, girl. Damn, I hate this shit, you know what I want, girl. I did what I did, you the one I want, girl. Now I see shit for what it is, now I want, girl. You know what it is, and you still gon' front, girl.
Entertainment too. Fleet DJs, let's go. One time. I just wanted to play that one song real quick. Shout out to my guy, Ghetto Reese.
Shout out to Ghetto Reese, yo. That joint dope.
As we call him, award-winning Ghetto Reese.
Definitely fire.
I'm hyped, y'all. Shout out to my Fleet DJ team. I appreciate y'all acknowledging me as DJ of the month.
Hey, shout out to you, G's. You definitely be working and you deserve it.
Yeah, I appreciate
You know
that.
what I mean?
So,
You
shout out to
definitely
Philly Fleet, the whole Fleet Nation,
Right, shout out Fleet.
So look, artists, we're not just a DJ team.
Right.
We're a full entertainment conglomerate. So all y'all gotta do is just go ahead in my story. Check out my stories.
Right.
It's different information up there so you can have your music all around the world.
Yeah.
With DJs playing it on different FM radio. All you gotta do is have your budget together. And
That part, because ain't nothing coming for free. He didn't say it was free. So people be like, you said to holler at you gonna get our music.
just
on.
like this market right here, just like Glockerware. Glockerware is a big conglomerate for those who don't know.
That part.
And it's a humble situation, but it moved deadly. Believe me when I tell you, meaning that.
People gonna tap in. I got people that want to tap in. They want to come and start podcasts too. If you listen to this, like.
And look, if y'all ever need studio time, hit me up. It's your boy DJ Pooh Geez. You already know.
AR, great environment.
AR Studio, Philly.
Facts. You know what I mean? Hit him up the DM so he can get y'all all the information on where it is and the hourly rates. You know what I mean? And come have a good time.
Definitely.
Because we always have a good time.
And also,
we always have a good time. And
I ran out of water. I'm mad I ran out of my water. My water's at the house now.
Geez, you better re-up us because I don't be playing.
No, we got the water on deck. I just don't got nothing with me. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, I know what you was talking about. See,
The
you
Euphoria water.
Oh, all right. Shout out to Euphoria.
The healthiest water.
I know that's right. I thought you was talking about at the
But I'll
studio.
tell you one thing. I'm rocking
We
that
definitely
drink. That trilogy 456.
456, baby.
Make sure you
Hey,
follow.
Hey.
Follow. That's my
Facts.
cousin right
Yes,
there. You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Dope guy, dope clothing line. You know what I mean? And he working. Shout him out. You know what I mean?
Definitely shout out to
Definitely
Cuz.
working. He definitely working. I appreciate the grind.
And I gotta put it out there. A lot of people probably wondering why I made him the president of Bricklayer Entertainment, because he put in the work. Because we he made it so I sold Two Beats to a subsidiary to Universal. That's Just Dope Entertainment. That was years ago. They had distributorship with Universal.
Right.
I sold Two Beats to them. Cuz bought that to me. Okay. And he also had me. I also recorded Bahamadia because of him and did some beats for her. And I did a lot. I did a lot more recording for it than the beats. I did a couple beats for her.
That shows y'all G's been around for a while. He hit Bahamadia on it. So tap in. You know.
Yeah, I had to
Don't
definitely
think
let y'all know.
New at this. He not new at this, and he definitely got skills. So give him his flowers, Dick. On that. Hey, that part. Yeah, you know what I mean? Salute to you, G's, you know what I mean?
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Tell them, say, you ain't just come around the block. You spent it.
I got to tell people, it ain't how long you've been doing it. It's about how many times you keep practicing and keep working. Practice don't make perfect. You know what it does? It makes improvement.
Right, that part.
You know?
That part. And it's in the...
And I'm so glad around the time that my cousin hooked me up with both of them situations.
Okay.
I knew how to mix around that time. Like I really knew how to mix on a professional level around that time. Everything was just in perfect timing.
Right, okay. It's like, you know what, G? Allah make everything happen for a reason. So our timing might not be when we want it to be. Like, you know what I mean? So it's all about the calling when it's time for him to place it on our lap and get our feet landed well.
So basically, I'm giving this message out. I don't care how long you've been doing what you did. People don't want to hear that shit. You know what they want to see? What can you do for me?
Right.
So I understand the terms now. So it's cool to have the accolades, but if you can't back up what you putting out there,
they're not gonna try to hear it.
the people don't want to spend their money.
They want to see the work. Show me the work. Show me the work. Don't nobody want to hear no talk. You know what I mean? The proof be in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? So, like, get that pudding popping.
In Bill's case, don't Ladies, don't fall for the Jello pudding pops. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, you said you're leaving it alone. What do you mean leave it alone?
But anyway, right?
Don't let the smoothies fool you.
Yeah, say that and go get the smoothie.
See, you know what time it is. We got to hit them with a little bit of comedy in here. A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Speaking of comedy, shout out to my moms.
Yeah,
my homie, Tams the Cougar. She
Tam.
Now I gotta let the world know how I feel about that situation. I was in a dark place for a whole year.
Right.
So, I'm giving shout outs to everybody who went through problems as far as with their mom's health, you know what I'm saying, their dad's health, because I lost my biological dad already, but I was blessed with the best father that somebody could ever have. My pops, he's still alive. Shout out to Pops.
Shout out to Pops, yeah. I love him.
Pops and Mom, you know what I'm saying? That's all I really know, to be honest.
That's all I knew. Like, until it was crazy because I've been around all these years and I always thought that was Pops.
That's
like,
Pops. Listen,
you know
listen,
I mean?
Pops.
And
Listen,
like,
Pops is the one, though. That's the one.
Some of us like, what? It was like years, like all the way like, wait, what? Oh, I ain't know. I didn't know. So shout out Pops, because Pops is awesome. Like, any man that step up into a family and accept the woman's children and raise them as their own and love them as their own and treat them good, and that's awesome. You know what I mean? So salute to all of the men that step out here into these young men's life and help be a molding to them. You know, because had you not had him, you may have turned out a lot different. You didn't have your father if he wasn't around like that. Like, all I knew was Pops growing up.
Look,
so it's like,
put me on a,
what?
Shout out to all that stuff you did, Pops. On some real talk. Football team had me on the football
20
team.
years later.
Look, football team. He started me off on Little League.
He was around since I was a kid.
And I got pretty good at it too. I wound up playing high school ball at West Philly High. Right. And I almost made it to almost a scholarship, almost there. They was on me. I played defensive end. Also, I was playing linebacker. I was the smallest linebacker they ever seen. They was like, he a linebacker. When they seen me knock that, I never forget it. We played Northeast. Okay. And the guy was bigger than me. He thought he was just gonna truck me. Right. What I did is I went low.
Got him. Good.
Got his knees and knocked his helmet off. You get what I'm saying? So they used to call me Crazy Kurt.
Oh shoot, jeez.
And on some real stuff like football. I'm telling you, when a movie, I'm gonna tell my age. I don't even care. When the program came out, me and my team laid in the middle of the street just like they did in that movie called The Program. Okay. And guess what? We all stuck together as one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling parents, I'm encouraging these parents, make sure your kids get into some type of organization.
Stay on the youth.
That's positive. You know what I'm saying?
Like, help them get
help them build.
Help them become somebody, and it's sad because it's like, as bad as parents really want to do certain things with their children, they're still afraid. Like, God bless my nephew. I lost a nephew to the streets.
Wow,
and these
sorry to hear that.
Wow. Grew up, he died from, thank you, it's just crazy because, like, he was 17 years old and he died in our arms, and it's like, these kids was, my sister got 10 kids, she had 7 boys, and one of her sons in the sports, she had them in the boys and girls club, they was in the sports teams and all of that stuff, and it's crazy because these boys was in school with the kids, they was beefing with kids that they was in school since elementary with. I didn't get it. Like, y'all grew up, y'all used to be friends, and then you know how kids get bigger, they start being in different areas and different schools, so it's like some of them went over here to King, some of them was in Grant, and so that's how it was like they was beefing, and y'all beefing, but y'all grew up since y'all was kids, and I just didn't understand it, and I'm only telling this story because it's sad, because parents really want their children to be in these sports, and all of these kids was in sports, and then they on different teams, so they was beefing because they was winning, and then they was keep fighting in the streets every time they seen each other and all of this stuff, and my nephew lost his life. His brothers had a football game with another team. He wasn't even there, and they kind of caught him. He had a game, and his other brother was on another team, and they had games on the same day, so they wasn't together. And so he was by himself, and these guys caught him on the street, and they rolled on one of my nephews, and he was like, got into a fight with one of the boys and was beating him up, so his friends jumped in it or whatever. So anyway, like, it just turned into a whole traumatic situation, and my nephew lost his life, and it was supposed to be on some peace. The parents was trying to come together to keep the boys together, and all of these friends came with guns and all of this stuff. And it's crazy because my nephew lost his life from a 29-year-old. Why were you coming to a kid's fight? He pulled out a gun and started shooting, and my nephew was shot in his chest, and he died. 17 years old. You know what I mean? And like, how can you go back and tell his younger siblings, and some of his younger siblings and stuff was there and seeing it, like, and my nephews have been traumatized from it ever since, you know, and it's just sad, you know, and I say that to say that a lot of parents want their kids to be out here, but these Philly streets is sad. It's sad. It happened here in Philly, and it's like they want to have their kids. You wonder why all of these kids is out here playing games and all of that, and parents is really not worrying about it because they looking at it like, I'd rather my kid be in a house playing a game than out on the street playing basketball and being killed. And that's sad, and it's scary. It's just traumatizing, and it's sickening, you know. And it's like, you know, as bad as you want your children to have a brighter future, the communities have to want the same. And it's like, these kids is like, it's really sad because it get worse and worse every day. And that was years ago. So it has gotten triple times, like a million times worse since then. And he would have been 24, you know? Wait, he would have been, wait a minute. Yeah, he would have been 24. He would have been 24.
How long ago was
year,
this? Wow.
On March the 6th.
Wow.
He would have been 24. My nephew that we celebrated his birthday last month, Ezra, he was born on his birthday. My baby sister had my baby nephew on my nephew's deceased birthday. So that was like a blessing. We got a boy back on his day, you know, but it was just like, you know, it's just really sad, you know. And I've lost many, and a lot of us have, and a lot of people have lost their children on the street in sports and all of this kind of stuff, and you want your children to be in a good direction, but it's like, I just pray for a better time in our city and in our world, period, that these children can actually learn the value of life and actually live it for a longevity, because at the rate it's going, it's like, are the 30 and 40-year-olds about to be the elders? Is 50 going to be the 50s? You ain't going to make it past 60 these days, and it's sad. They even killing old people. Like that woman a few weeks ago was 80 years old. She got shot in her head, grazed in her head from guys shooting, and she was grazing her head. What if the bullet punctured her and killed her? You live 80 years to be killed by a stray bullet? Or the 70-year-old man that was murdered in his house? Like, it's just sad. Like, I just don't understand it. It's sad. The kids, it's just, ugh. We need to pray and pray harder. That's what it is. You know what I mean? And it's just sad. But, yeah, you know, enough of that. Yeah, drop the DJs, damn it. It was getting a little mushy around this joint.
Shout out to the whole Cali.
West
side.
Shout out to all the people staying positive out this joint and keeping their kids out of trouble.
DJ Pooh Geez SpFly DJ.
So the fan can live free, their freedom is what they risking. The kids out here lost and finding self in the prison before they live life, they get in a life sentence. Rest in peace, Nipsey, and other guys up in my city who let the gun blaze but died at a young age. They make it to the lead but made it up on the front page. So many fall victim on these one ways. Cause the fathers out here missing, cause they stuck up on a mission so the fan can live free. Their freedom is what they risking. The kids out here lost and finding self in the prison before they live life, they get in a life sentence. That boy ain't crazy, he just out here skitzing. Because when he was born, his mother had an addiction. The reason why he tripping, cause nobody never listened when he tried to talk. So he just crying out for attention like, fuck the consequences, fuck the money, fuck the bitches, fuck opinions and oppositions. Anyone can get it, and they don't even dig it. Niggas talking like they with it, pull it off the hip and all you hear is crickets. For that money getting status, I wake you out your bed for that money getting the mattress. Don't talk that homie shit, cause homie don't really matter. Your own homie will kill you, didn't carry the casket. Die every day, mothers cry every day. All the pastor gotta say, daddy get in a better place. My homie killed my homie, it was nothing I could say, cause he said it, you kill him, it could've went either way. See a lot of homies real fake. Fuck, I need that money like I'm Bill Gates. In my own hood, I can feel hate. Even in the mass tent, I don't feel safe.
Come on, Brown.
Then they do the street, the tool on my lap, never under the seat, cause they leave you like Kane and Harold, soon as you go to reach. My homie, I'm legit. Shit, I came too far here to quit. Teamwork makes the dream work. Niggas want to get, understand that it took more than one to win it.
I'm on ice with a lemon, but no ice in my liquor. Everybody call me cool, but some people just shiver. Giving the chills like it's winter in Denver. Nigga, I'm on a whole nother venture. Coming through banging. The rhythm is gonna get you. The rhythm is gonna get you. Early dismissal. If the rhythm is wrong, then the issue will hit you, and I promise you, only one thing, I will not miss you. I'm in the pot, watch your ice drop off the crystals, trying to find my way out of circle with all nickels. On a wild night, I throw back on all triples, and I don't really got nothing for you except missiles. A funeral next week, and your mother a tissue. 100 cars of funeral stickers is going with you. Put you down, preaching like, ooh, Father forgive him. And now I got the care to Obama, and them was giving the drama, and me was living. Them niggas was trying to kill it, but they be telling their business.
Live by the gun, I'ma die by the gun. I catch a case, fuck the case, I'ma die on the run. Supply for my daughters, I supply for my sons. Just to eat, hit the streets and supply what they want. Live by the G code, die by the G code. Forever I'm in beast mode. Fuck y'all the egos. Thought to bring something to the table, can't freeload. So I bring the table.
DJ.
The art of war, I paint a picture like Ostino. Always been a star, we ain't never played a B-roll. This was the Jacksons and Michael, never Tito. Posted by the Chinos, it was flaming hot Cheetos. Strapped in the bushes, packed in a bag of Doritos. Niggas catch a case, go to court in a tuxedo. Still get found guilty on the strength they're Negro. The streets getting lethal, hair rhyme for they needles. I serve my own people, just to keep the root of evil. We known for cheesesteaks in the streets, big and lethal. We go through more beef than Pat Max and T-shirt.
DJ Pooh
They don't
Geez.
swim around these parts. Mess around and drown. Shout out to my hitters, you know I love all my bros. Shout out to my sisters, you know I love all my bros. Hold it down until I top. Hoski, rivers on the Hoski. Shout out to my hitters, you know I love all my bros. Shout out to my sisters, you know I love all my bros. Hold it down until I top. Hoski, rivers on the Hoski. Shout out to my hitters, you know I love all my bros. Shout out to my sisters, you know I love all my bros. Hold it down until I top. I ain't getting no sleep. I just stepped the molly. I'ma be up for the whole week. Looking for a daddy. I'm not looking for no trophy. With a nice body that's gonna go fit in them.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Meek Millie right here rocking out with Coast to Coast mixtapes. You already know. MMG in the building.
DJ Pooh Geez.
Slide right up on your bitch and get some squad. Red dress, my. Shiny girl up in that pussy, give me high five.
DJ Pooh Geez.
By that money, we can kick it off, pin range. Know this time, huh? Ain't shit changed. Feel like Brady on this bitch, I got 6 rings. And I flip game, and my wrist game. Shit bottle like Kyrie from the mid-range. Disrespecting a king name. Put some bands on your head like King James. Time to set it straight. Got a second plate, bought a section out. You live in section 8. Hope, let us pray for a better day. But right now, I'm on the cheddar chase. Got a bad bitch, a real bad bitch. So bad, make a bad bitch average. She don't want money, got her own cabbage. All she want me do is fuck her through the mattress. Porn star, and I'm on all. Part-time nigga, yeah, I'm on call. And your boyfriend, he a corn dog. And we don't have no time for them cornballs.
Just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't going play ball, but I show you how the fuck you gotta do.
We back.
We back at it. Okay, that was a turn up for
One time. Had to give y'all a little bit of turn up.
Hey, shout out Obama, that's my song.
Yeah.
Shout out all of them songs. I'm doing some
Shout out
dope.
T-Beezy
It
too.
was like, yeah, CB, listen, right? Look, I was definitely getting ready to shout him out. Beezy putting in their work.
Already.
Mama putting in their work. Like, yes, like everybody.
Shout out to Shala too.
Yeah, Shala definitely putting in work. Yo, he got some stuff that's getting ready to come out, like, and he working on some. Listen, right? They know I've been working with Shala, right? Damn it. But look, right, We got some shit that's getting ready to drop that's like super crazy, like oh my gosh. But anyway, y'all already know what's coming. But yeah, like I'm telling you, like this project and stuff, shout him out. Like, you know, he got a good project or whatever. I like his thing, you know, he give me that like most deaf common vibe. You know what I mean? And I love positivity because you know what I'm saying? It's a vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I like different. And so, when you got so many people out, a lot of people out here is starting to sound the same. Everybody's stuck on the same thing. Like, I'm tired of hearing the same stuff. I'm tired of hearing everybody, the little babies and all of that. Like, I guess maybe I sound like T-Pain right now, but I'm serious. Like, I'm tired of all of that. It's all like, it start burning you out after a while. Like, it starts saying, you know who that was? Like, I thought it was the same person that was. Like, I don't know. They all start sounding the same. You know what I mean? You know, and some lyrics is different. Like, it's some hot artists that's out here.
And guess what?
New hot artists that's coming out. You know
Also,
what I mean?
fashion.
Like,
He's killing with the fashion, too.
yeah.
Listen, people, I'm telling you, if you're throwing a fashion show, reach out to Shala.
Right.
Because he actually sews the clothing.
Right. And
So you gotta show some
you know,
love.
for the Philly Storm
Definitely.
Fashion is coming up too, definitely. Shout them out. And there's a lot of fashion shows that's coming up. I got a lot of people that's coming at me to be in their fashion shows and stuff like that and want me to be like one of their people. They got like magazines and stuff that's coming out and want me to be like, you know,
What?
the centerfold. And you know what I mean? So I'll be like, hey.
Well, look, you know what I'm telling them? We here to stay, so here we go.
Hey.
Face to face with these dragons. A small thing and I handle it like bean baddies. A fly guy, low status. Bring your taste buds, that's some horseradish. Forget the hors d'oeuvres, the main dish. White supremacy, y'all can all eat. Take my time, my moves never sudden. Plan of action, I know about struggling.
I'm here to stay. I'm sticking around, always behind your back, gonna be holding you down. Ain't no mystery, mommy got your back, so it's bound for you to find a rider like me. And your queen has been found, someone you can build within life. Got to act right, come from a cloth you can only find one time. Top of the line, agent like fine wine, coming in like Ali. You're stuck in this time, forget it, time. I work more than your thug. Get ready, lace up your boots, we getting out of this mud. Stay by your side, always showing you love. Yeah, we that way, making that noise, yeah, we are home buzz. Straight from the trenches, falling from no benches. No sidelines on them if they get offensive. We on our own time, no need for cosigns. Gotta put in the gas, no pressing, rewind. I'm here to stay, I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay, here to stay. I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay, here to stay. I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay, here to stay. I'm here to stay. Oh, I'm here to stay. Oh, I'm here to stay. Oh, I'm here to stay. Yeah.
We might have to go in the studio and add that, too.
I'm just saying, though.
I like that.
We out here. Flying going nowhere. We definitely
All right.
about to drop some more craziness. So, yeah, you know, I hope y'all ready.
No, I'm just
and-
trying to let y'all hear our chemistry in the studio, you know, when we in there working and
we
whatnot.
working. Thank you, Jesus.
Let y'all hear a little bit of my work, that's all.
AR, holla at AR, come out crispy. And it definitely be a vibe. Shout out Shala, you know what I mean? You know, he threw me this beat. It was crazy. Let me tell y'all how this song went about, right? And I ain't mean to put him on blast, and I wish he was here, like, not to wish or nothing. I know we're not supposed to do that, but I, like, listen, right? He sent me the track, right? He, like, Fly, you know, I was like, getting ready to write this joint or whatever. And, like, you know, when I came up with the beat, all I could just hear is you on it, right? And I'm like, you know, that's dope. You know, he like, I'm going to send you the track. You know, can I get your email? I want to see what you can do with the track or whatever. So when he sent it to me, it was just a beat, right? And I'm like, well, like, what he want me to do with it?
Where the
You
hook
know
at?
what I mean?
Okay.
I thought he was going to send me, like, hooks and stuff like that or whatever. And so he's like, oh, and they sent the joint, and it had the, he just said, here to stay, here to stay. And And it was just on there, and it was only in that one spot, and then it went, and it was like, at the end, I listened longer, and then it ended up, I said, all right, I said, well, dang, how am I do this, right? So I'm like, he ain't give me like, we here to stay like in the industry.
So we basically put it together when she got there.
I like put the song together, right? I'm like, damn, the vibe. When I heard the beat, it gave me, when I heard that, and it gave me the vibe of on something like a chick holding her man down tight, here to stay. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, ooh, I'm going to get at it. Like, ooh, I'm going to do it like this. So it was like I came up with it real fast, right? So I hollered at him, right? Like, Shala, like, you got to hear this joint. It's crazy. It's bananas or whatever. He was like, yeah, I want to hear what you got, right? So we was kind of like busy and like, I'm going to hit you back. So I think like that night we came to the show and I let you hear it, remember? And I let Geez hear it, and Geez, you went bananas and was like, yo, when Shala hear that joint, it's going to go crazy, right? So I hit him up that night, and I got with him. And so he heard it, and he was like, oh, that's dope as shit, Fly. Like, oh, my gosh, like, that joint crazy. Like, I'm going to get at you, right? Right? I'm going to get right back at you now. We know Shala, where he works fast, and he'll get at a song real fast. But this specific song, like, I was, like, trying to holler at Shala for, like, a month. Like, damn, Shala, you where you at, damn it, or whatever. So I said, damn, did I give him a stagnation on the song? So I kind of felt like, don't be trying to, like, duck me now. Now I'm hype about the song, right? And so I was like, I finally caught up with him. I'm like, damn, like, you know, everything good, brother, like, you know, whatever. He's like, I ain't gonna lie, like, you fucking blew me away with the joint. Like, I ain't even know how to, like...
One last song. The song called Hercules. This out right here. A-Rack.
We came at it, and it was just dope.
Here we go.
But let's go. Hey! That's my guy. I love him.
More of my engineering work right here.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Gang,
whoop.
gang.
Let's go.
Hey, right. 2-0. You know.
Hey.
Got Busk in the building. Yeah, man, we loaded. Big shit, high maintenance. Gang, gang. 2-0.
Hey, y'all.
I got a perk in me, call up without tell her talk for me, kid that pussy feet in murder scene, sipping on purpley, feeling like Hercules flows like girls, I'm switching up perfectly, chasing paper with an urgency, being broken, they gon' work for me. Nah, no, dog. Being broken, they gon' work for me. I got a perk in me, call up without tell her talk for me, kid that pussy feet in murder scene. Sipping on purpley, feeling like Hercules, chasing paper with an urgency, being broken, they gon' work for me. No, dog. Being broken, they gon' work for me. I'm on a mission to get it, you nigga that trippin'. If you think I'm coming to last, bitch, I got that bag. She want me to smash, she coming, I'm coming through fast. Yeah, jump in the jag and take off fast. I gotta get back to the back. Cat, swag, drippin', make it look easy. The reason the niggas be mad. Niggas is mad, I don't give a damn. I just bought a whip and it's back to the flash. I sit in the back, cause I got a chauffeur, never sober, about to roll up a sack. Watching my wrist, it cost me a grip, it glitzer whenever I dab. Fucking up, coming on shot with a llama, no need for a holster to sit on my lap. Bitch, Sadi beside me, you know she a hottie. She call me Poppy when I hit from the back, but I gotta get out. I'm stuck in the traffic, chasing pussy, I'm chasing his cash. Yeah, dope weed pills and I got crack. Fiends keep calling my jack. Sipping on lean, them high as a jet. Wait, clap a nigga with the Mac. If he had that man down, better call back up. Jump in the whip and I back out. Call up a thought, then go ball back out. I was going for a while, but I'm back out. Streets in the headlock, I'ma make a tap out. On the road to riches, this is cash out. Man, I got that shit mapped out. Go! I'm on a mission to get it. You niggas that tripping, they think I'm coming to lab. Bitch, I got that bag. She want me to smash. She coming, I'm coming through fast. Yeah, jump in the jacket, take off fast. I gotta get back to the bag. Cash, swag, dripping, I make it easy. And the reason niggas be mad. When I get a perk in me, call up a thought, tell her twerk for me, kid that pussy feet in murder scene, sipping on purpley, feeling like Hercules flows like girls, I'm switching on chasing paper with an urgency, being broken, they gon' work for me. No, dog. Being broken, they gon' work for me. If we know the difference, I really get it. Niggas be lying, no. I'm rocking designer clothes, wrist glitzy and my diamonds froze. I got a lot of hoes, all kinds of hoes, exotic code. Jumping that pussy Geronimo, beat it up, I'm those gotta go. I don't got no time for hoes, sippingly don't know what time it is. This is my cocky flow, in the kitchen whipping up a brick. Reminisce about when I was broke, couldn't afford a foreign whip. Hit a lick, made it flip, yeah. Now I pull up in the foreign whip. Wait a picture for my time to blow, that's what I'm grinding for. I'm chasing the pot of gold, strap with the collar cold. Niggas be lurking the plot, try right for your profit. No, glizzy on my lap, no, I got a nigga know how I'm rocking. Mobbing, come to the block in the coupe with the cylinder.
One time, that concludes our time. I'll see y'all next week.
Hey, we see y'all. That was Hercules.
What?
Hey.
Hercules, A-Rack. How make your lifestyle? Shout out to Reese Broadway. What's good, bro?
It's about to be a murder on this track.
Then let that shit bang.